the sweetest guys I've ever met, I didn't like.
Damn. Tookie just told me, my sister just told me, she was like, it's because you don't like a good guy. I don't think it's that. I just think the good guy isn't my type. What? I like a good guy, though. I like a good guy. She said she thinks it's because we don't like a good guy. I do like a good guy.
Yeah, I love a good
guy. But I feel like the good guys don't look and act the way I want them to. Like, they be kind of corny sometimes. Their look isn't the look I like. Yeah. It just, that's what I'm saying. There's no in-between with these guys nowadays.
Yeah.
Women just lie on camera. Just how easily women just lie to themselves and lie to each other. She said her friend told her, or her sister told her it's because she don't like a good guy. Then she proceeds to say, well, I don't think it's that I don't like a good guy, but the good guys today are corny. I quote, are corny, boring, and there's no in between. There's no in between when today, like, or a good guy, but he look hood. They don't have the look. You just explain every reason why you don't like a good guy. You didn't explain the reasons on why I like a good guy. You explain every reason why I don't like a good guy. And she heard corny, lame. Oh, the way that they look. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they equate to being the good guy. It's not what he can do for you, how his manners are, how he speak to you, how he treats you, how the dialogue is. They like pookies. If you don't have any hood swagger to you, you're not going to be able to date most black women. None of them, to be real. None of them. But the bigger thing that baffles me is why they get mad when they know they don't want those guys. I'm asking my own questions, rhetorical question. Why they get mad when they don't want those guys and they go where women like those type of guys. But please believe me, every other ethnic type of women that are into black guys, they love those type of guys, right? But the reason is they want to wait till the poom poom gets beat up, like Rocky beating up them fucking ribs, that rib meat in the freezer. They want to wait till they all used up. They have fun in the streets, and then they want to be like, okay, I want him. I want the good guy now. That's what they want to do. But she just sat there and legitimately just lied on camera. Didn't start listing off reasons why she like a good guy. She started listing off reasons why she doesn't like the good guy. Well, they're corny, they're lame. This is the way that they look. They don't have a different. And at the end of the day, a lot of their thinking is very superficial. Let me explain that. They stereotype black men more than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? They stereotype black men more than anybody else. They put a lot of jackets on us. Oh, we stupid. Or there was a post by Ed at the Table that says more black women, more than any other ethnic group, make more money in the household. Yeah, dummy. They're by themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? More black women are not married or in single households by themselves. If you knew this, 50% of black men, for those who don't know, live in the middle class. They middle class. So they say a lot of things is misleading when you listen to those stats. Of course, their calling card is strong and single. And even though they're in these single homes by themselves, it's usually a man still funding it. Whether it's OnlyFans or they got some tricks going around there, or, whatever the situation may be. But back on topic, yeah, when you start to have these conversations, now that you see it, they don't respect your dyslexicon being deep, or, they don't respect you, how you speak, how you talk, the understanding that if you don't have that hood swagger, if you don't walk like, if you don't seem like you cool, or you can't hold a conversation, or you don't understand the lingo, and at the end of the day, I can point these guys out all day. I see them all day. You can see guys that don't fit the black woman's mold. Even the nerdy black women don't want the type of guys. The guys that's in tech, the guy, you can kind of tell certain dudes are socially awkward. Certain dudes are socially awkward. Okay. Certain dudes you can just tell look kind of nerdy. They look like they got a problem with public speaking. They seem kind of shy, kind of reserved. They walk with their head down. They don't dress cool. And the number one, a lot of those things those dudes got, they don't have any versatility in their closet. I always tell dudes, have versatility in your closet. And a lot of dudes don't have versatility in their closets. They dress one way. You know what I'm saying? And people go say, well, at some point you should always have a collar shirt. You should have suits. You know what I'm saying? You should have jogging pants. You should have sweatsuits. You should have workout clothes. You should have, casual clothes. You should have what you like to wear. Me personally, I don't like to wear jeans. I'm not a jean guy. I hate wearing jeans. But I still have a few pair of jeans, cargos, whatever the occasion is. I don't have to go out and buy an outfit most of the time unless I want to. Might have both shoes with no showing socks. Nice little, slacks or cargo jeans with a collar shirt for a summertime occasion with a bow hat, whatever it may be. Some guys don't put any, they don't get haircuts. They always look rough. One thing you kind of notice about the guys that she really pinpointing, they don't get haircuts, dog. They don't put nothing into their look. They don't smell good. They don't work on their, like I said, they dyslexicon. They don't really work on knowing things outside of their bubble. They don't work on nothing outside of their bubble. They don't know nothing outside of their bubble in life. Nerd shit, anime shit. I try to know stuff, learn different stuff. They usually have public speaking. They usually shy, reserved. When you usually shy as a man or reserve, or you got that weirdo, that weirdo kind of shit on you, where you kind of you seem like a weirdo or socially awkward. Women can afford to be socially awkward. They have the access to sex. As men, we can't afford to be socially awkward. And when you kind of socially awkward, bro, it's like, it's really 3 strikes and you out at that point. Right? Especially in the black community. But when you can speak well, you can talk confident, you walk tall, walk confident, speak well. You can understand the hip hop shit, the hip hop slang, but also you can talk like you got some sense, you presentable. That's what women really want. You kind of see like what black women really want. I'm gonna make a case for them. You know how they say, most men want a freak in the sheets and a lady in the streets and a freak in the streets. For women, they kind of want the same thing. It's just kind of worded a lot different. They kind of want you to be cool, seem like they have that hood swagger, but also in general to that, they want you to be able to, be smart, be intelligent, be able to teach them and learn things. But guess what? Those type of dudes get swooped up quick. Them type of dudes ain't walking around, especially when you throw in the height requirements and all that type of stuff, which is a facade, to be honest. But especially when you start throwing that stuff around, like them dudes be gone. Those are the elite level guys after your athletes or after your music and entertainers, which a lot of those rules are way for them. After that, guys that can speak well, also got a hood swagger, also speak the language, but also, they're smart. They got a 9 to 5. They got their head on straight, but they also kind of got that hood swagger to them. But most women enjoy the criminal life. They like the Pookies. They like the Ray Rays. They like the thrill. But really the sweet spot for them, remember I did a reaction video. I forget the dude's name. He was a pastor, a Christian channel. And he was talking about how all the women wanted a reformed Pookie. I'm going to try to remember, put it in the end cards. I'm going to try to find it. He said all the women wanted a reformed Pookie. That's what he said. All the women wanted a reformed Pookie. And that's what they really want. They want a guy that's on the straight and narrow, that speak well, but also speak their language and dress and have that swagger. Most guys don't put the effort into the dress. Most guys don't they put no effort. But in reality, she was lying to herself. She was lying right on camera. You don't like them. They're corny. They don't have a look. And to women, it's more about what's outside of the box than what's inside the box. To black women, that's it. They don't care nothing about your character, your soul. Who I done seen women date dudes and had them around their kids who just got out of jail for attempted unaliving somebody. Well, Jesus said, I done seen it all. I ain't seen that, bro, to keep it a bean. They don't care nothing about your character. Nothing about your character. You can rob, steal, sell dope. You can bring trouble to their house. And that's why a lot of black women lose. They like the worst traits in men, but for the most part, they care what it look out on the outside. You look at some of the dudes that they mess with, they ain't these flamboyant, got chains and rings and they look cool. These niggas be looking broke, busted, and disgusted and dusty. If any normal person to line James up that work in tech and this dude up, everybody gonna pick any other regular race of group of people gonna pick James. They don't want that. Women don't want that. Black women want the ambiance, the aesthetics of how a dude look. Care nothing about your character until it matters. And then they start want to scream about changing a dude. That's what you got to understand. Your versatility in your closet, your versatility in your personality, your dyslexicon, knowing a bunch of words, knowing different things, expanding your knowledge, that's going to take you next level with any group of women. How well you speak, how you carry yourself, and then how you let people disrespect you. See, the first thing about black women is they want to disrespect you to see. A lot of them women like them, they want to disrespect you and see how far they can get. If they can disrespect you or they can talk over you or you too agreeable, they going to run all over you or you ain't going to see them no more. You ain't going to see them no more. And that's just disrespect. I'm just telling you real. You ain't going to see them no more. But like I continue to say, dog, like, man, just go where you celebrate it, not where you tolerate it at. They're telling you straight and there. And I got a short down. I might even turn to a regular video. I ain't done it yet, but I'm thinking about doing it. I'm gonna do it. They was laughing at a guy for having this generation, laughing because he had a job. I mean, at the end of the day, dog, shit is a joke out here. But they're telling you word for word. They've been saying it. They don't want your lame ass. It's very unfortunate. You're considered lame and corny. Somebody called me corny. Oh, you got a regular job. You corny. That shit don't move me, dog. I can go to sleep at night. I don't have to sleep with a pistol under my fucking pillow. I ain't gotta walk outside and put my head on a swivel. Somebody gonna clap or I'm scared of somebody. I ain't gotta worry about walking with no fucking thing, no problems over my head. I ain't did nobody dirty. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta worry about keeping my head on the swivel. And most of them hood dudes that they like is straight up bitches. Let's keep it real. Them niggas can't throw hands. All the crimes they do is out of irrational emotion. That's another reason they like them. They emotions all over the place. They emotionally unstable, just like the Keishas that's talking. They don't think things through. They act on irrational emotions. And this is why you had dudes say Pookie Glocktavius is made for Keisha. This is why. You got people that still baffled by this equation. It's not the Da Vinci Code. They saying what they like what they like. I can't argue it respectfully. Can't argue it. If some women you get with and you not giving them the drama and they peel off, you like, damn, what I do wrong? I treat nah, man. Her leaving before you having to plant grassroots there with children and marriage, bro, she did you a favor. But they don't like, and then like I said, I kind of understand where they coming from. It's a lot of dudes that I see just out and about that just look weird, socially awkward. You know what I'm saying? Just like, damn, that nigga sound like he might go posting one day. Just from the evidence, you got some dudes that look, the dudes that's social and cool. I'm gonna say one thing about dudes, man. One thing about men. We understand who the dudes that align with us, how they align with us. We can have a conversation and pop shit with each other. And we don't even know each other. We can just form that bond and pop shit. Hey, what's good, bro? We speak the same language. We understand the category of men. Trust me. More than women will ever know. we gravitate towards, and we might meet a dude a couple times. Y'all start popping shit with each other, and this regardless of race. Usually, this supersedes race. I talk shit with Arabs and white boys all the time. We talk shit, just talk a little. We understand the language. We understand the kind of the vibe. We just tend to gravitate that way. We gravitate towards each other that way. You feel what I'm saying? We know who the ones are. We kind of can see the awkward ones, or we can kind of see the lame. I don't want to say lame, corny. We know what y'all saying, but unfortunately, once you start talking about, okay, get to know him, it might be more to him than what you believe. That's the crazy thing. You might be more to this brother than what you know. He might be sweet. He might be cool. You might get him to come out his social shell, and he might be the shit. You might just didn't know. You thought he was creepy. You start talking, oh, this nigga cool as hell. I found the gym. But y'all just look at the box. It could be a big ass box, and it could be a small box. And to y'all, oh, bigger is better. Inside the big box ain't nothing but a small empty box. Smaller inside the small box, it's a 20 karat ring in that motherfucker. Get to know people. But the first thing women see, all women, is just aesthetics. A lot of women won't find the guy that's perfect for them because they can't get past the aesthetic. You can change how a nigga dress. You can change the haircut. You can buy him some lotion. I'm not saying he should be dirty, or you can buy him some cologne. Them things that you can change as a woman. You know what I'm saying? But they can't get past the look. And once they start looking past the look, they broke, busted, and disgusted, or they old and abused. So hit the link in the description, join the Patreon.